This is Pag-asa Island, one of the islands in the West Philippine Sea that is claimed and controlled by the Philippines. It is the seat of power of the municipality of Kalayaan, home to a number of civilians and military personnel. Pero hanggang ngayon, ang Pag-asa Island na pagmamayari ng Pilipinas ay napapaligiran pa rin ng paramilitary o militia vessels ng China. Binalaan ng gobyerno na mayroon pa ring Chinese militia vessels na nakapalibot sa Pag-asa Island.
China has been deploying dozens, sometimes up to 100, militia vessels from nearby Subi Reef to keep an eye on Philippine operations at Pag-asa, sometimes prevent vessels from getting to Pag-asa, and as a result, the AFP's planned upgrade work to fix the runway and build a beaching ramp, none of that has really moved forward much. For over a year now, it's been delayed.
Ang mga militia o paramilitary vessels na ito ay civilian boats ng China na nakabantay sa mga kilos sa pinag-aagawang South China Sea. Sa satellite image na ito, kitang-kitang napapaligiran pa rin ng maraming bangka ang Pag-asa Island. Para saan nga ba ang mga bangkang ito? Ginagamit daw ng China ang militia bilang mata at tenga sa karagatan. Nang kunan ng komento si Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, kinumpirma niya na may presence nga ng Chinese vessels malapit sa Pag-asa Island. Intermittent o pasulput-sulput daw ang mga ito at nag-iiba ang bilang. Sinubukan naming makapanayam si Lorenzana at ang Armed Forces of the Philippines, pero hindi raw muna sila magkokomento sa ngayon. Dati nang nag-file ng ilang diplomatic protest ang Pilipinas laban sa China dahil sa pag-aaligid ng mga bangkang Chino sa Pag-asa Island.
I was just reminding people that nothing has changed. Since December 2018, nothing has changed. This deployment continues.
Para kay dating Supreme Court Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio, malinaw ang mensahe ng China dito.
So what they've been doing is staying there, loitering, telling us that this is not our territory, this is not Philippine territorial sea. They're actually asserting that they own it. And that is violating our constitution because that's our territorial sea, violating international law.
Dapat din daw matigil na ito bago pa lumala at sabihin ng China na hindi tayo tumututol sa actions nila.
At the very least, we should protest. We should tell our Navy to do something about it because that's our territorial sea. The President said we can patrol our territorial sea, exercise our sovereignty.
Sabi ni Carpio, bukod sa diplomatic protest, ay may kapangyarihan ng Philippine Navy na paalisin ang mga bangka ng China kung ipag-uutos ni President Rodrigo Duterte. Sinang-ayunan ito ni Pauling.
When countries stand up forcefully, generally the Chinese back off.
Malaki din daw ang epekto ng pag-alis ng Pilipinas sa Visiting Forces Agreement with the United States.
It sends a message to third states that we have the support of the US. Now that we have canceled that, then that kind of message is gone. We cannot send that kind of message anymore, especially to China.
Dapat din daw papanugitin ng China sa ganitong klase ng behavior sa pinag-aagawang karagatan.
China has to pay a diplomatic, a reputational, even an economic cost for this behavior, in the same way that the Russians had to pay a huge cost for their aggression in the Ukraine. It's crazy that the Chinese get to do this, and we're not even supposed to talk about it.
As Filipinos, we should watch how the government will respond to these developments in the South China Sea. I'm Anthony Esguera, and I stand for truth.